Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. So, you have most likely been bombarded with a ton of price predictions and price analysis type of videos in the last 24 hours. So, you know what? This video only has crypto news, and the video coming after this one also only crypto news. I'm going to try to give you guys exactly what you want. A lot of you guys commented, less TA, more stuff, more inside stuff, and that's what we're talking about today, baby. Also, guys, we are giving away 250 XRP the first time a video hits 1,500 likes within 24 hours, so make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you comment something down below. We almost hit it yesterday. We hit 1,400 likes. Having said that, the Fed's plan for open-ended stimulus is like an ad for Bitcoin, analysts say. So, I've already briefly mentioned it, but I thought this was actually a little bit underlooked, or overlooked, I should say. Not enough people looked at this and really saw the severity of this article or this statement, as I even believe that this is what caused the Bitcoin bull run. The 2020 run that's going to go on in 2021. I personally believe that this little announcement, it kind of sounds like, from the Fed, I believe this is the main cause of all that we're witnessing right now. The Fed has announced it has no plans to curb the stimulus packages. The U.S. Central Bank projected that both unemployment and inflation would not reach pre-pandemic levels until at least 2023. Persistently low interest rates as well as declines in yields from more traditional investments could increase investors' appetite in especially things like crypto. He said Bitcoin, but I see crypto in general, as what we're going to be seeing is a lot of money flowing to Bitcoin and then flow over into altcoins. And things are definitely quite interesting right now. I see a lot of people say, oh, we're falling like crazy. Oh, it's a sell-off again. Guys, as I said before, I'm not too worried about any of that. Also, by the way, I recommend Webull. I recommend making an account and checking it out because you can get 4 stocks for free, all right? Link down below. And also check out Unstoppable Domains, link down below as well. Moving over, I was quickly taking a look at the Bank of America Ripple connections that we have been talking about for years now already. This article here comes from 2019, and in that article, there's a filing to a Google patent between Bank of America and also has Ripple included in this patent. But when I checked the Google official link for all of this, I noticed that the status here is abandoned. Now, I'm not a professional with, the English language, nor with patents, especially things as difficult as this. But abandoned, I'm kind of wondering, and I want to know from you guys, what exactly does this mean? Does it mean they have abandoned any newer things on top of this? Meaning like, okay, this was the last publication and afterwards nothing came more, or does that mean something else? I really don't know. And I'm kind of wondering exactly if you guys know what this means and what the situation is with this whole thing here. Maybe they have a new one and this one is, abandoned because it's the oldest one, or how does it work? I'm not too familiar with this stuff and I'm eagerly trying to learn more. So let me know in the comment section down below what exactly this refers to. And that is that. Then Grant Thornton, Cyprus becomes an authority masternode on VeChain Thor blockchain. A lot of you guys said, hey, talk more about VeChain, and I got some other cryptos here, guys, too. All right, keep watching. With aim of providing a secure and growing blockchain ecosystem, the VeChain Foundation has always been dedicated into bringing impactful stakeholders to the ecosystem and rallying partners globally around the common goal of solving business problems through the use of blockchain tech. Now, Grant Thornton, Cyprus, one of the largest business advisory firms in Cyprus, and a member of firm of Grant Thornton's sprawling business network, presents in over 140 countries, has formally announced it has become one of the 101 authority masternodes for the VeChain Thor blockchain. They're involved. We knew earlier this year that they already had some sort of partnership, but now officially joining VeChain is a pretty cool step forward and very bullish for them. Not in terms of price, no, but in terms of moving forward, they got another partner there that's really involved with them, so it's going to stick with them and has the best eye out for them. Then moving over into Zilliqa, DeFi hype, an upcoming mainnet upgrade back Zilliqa's 69% percent rally. So if we scroll down a little bit, you'll see, yes, we got some progress up and running for Zilliqa. Zilliqa's v7.0 mainnet update is scheduled for December 21st, and the upgrade will reduce storage use and allow miners' votes to be attached to proof of work submissions. A little bit above, you can also see exactly how Zilliqa works. Let's see exactly where that one was at. Well, it's somewhere in here. Zilliqa uses a modified version of the proof of work consensus protocol and a proprietary programming language called Zilliqa. Thus, comparing its performance with the smart contract industry leader Ethereum makes a lot of sense. And what I think about the situation is Zilliqa right now is just really, again, undervalued or overlooked. I think that's the right way to say it. In a market where there's just unlimited competition, a ton of different coins, and also a ton of unexplainable hype around different coins. And by the way, this sweater is really annoying me a little bit. It's annoying me. It's just in the right corner of my eye. I see it like twitching here at the top, and it's really annoying. So let's quickly scroll away from that. I do think Zilliqa actually has a lot of potential. And again, I'll talk deeper into what I think they do uniquely in comparison to some others. But as of this point, I think it suffices to say that they're overlooked in the sense that a coin like Ethereum, or actually say a platformer like Ethereum, has been given just a huge amount of attention because, well, it's one of the first ones to do it in that style, right? I mean, the Ethereum concept has been there for a little while. There have been talks about that for a very long time, but Ethereum was one of the, I guess, the main coins to really make this popular and really do it as the first. So, of course, logically speaking, if we also look at Bitcoin, it's not necessarily the best, it's just the leading one. And since there's the most amount of money in that, the most amount of activity on that, the best, quote unquote, best developers on there, it's not strange that that one gets all the attention. I wanted to say something else. I want to say it's not crazy to get all the home, but let's keep it child friendly, I guess. Then Wolfram Alpha teams up with Cardano to build avant-garde oracles. So yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, I actually was using this the other day in a video, right? So that's kind of funny. Cardano is the next blockchain to integrate with the world's largest answer engine in 2021. Wolfram Alpha, a major computational knowledge engine providing technology for major services such as Apple's Siri Assistant, is integrating data from the Cardano blockchain. According to a Thursday announcement, Wolfram Blockchain Labs, or WBL, a subsidiary of Wolfram Research, has partnered with Charles Hoskinson-founded tech company, IOHK. As a part of the partnership, WBL will integrate Cardano's blockchain data into Wolfram Alpha, allowing developers to integrate external data into Cardano smart contracts. The new partnership will specifically address work on the so-called avant-garde oracles, which the company believes are necessary components to build advanced smart contracts. So this, even though it's not perfect, you should kind of see it as a Chainlink competitor. Well, that's pretty crazy. So I don't actually know, that's kind of bad on my part, exactly how this avant-garde oracle is going to be working and to what extent it's going to be. Whoa, what a voice crack. Oh, that was juicy. Oh, whoa, it startled me even. Whoa, you don't see that every single day, but take it for what it is. Yeah, so I wanted to say I don't know exactly to what extent these oracles will be like normal oracles or exactly what they mean with that. I'll definitely be looking further into Cardano to see exactly what they're talking about, because actually this is one of the first times I heard about them trying to create such a thing, and apparently they're doing it with Wolfram, so that's pretty damn cool. But exactly what this entails we'll get to later as we dive a little bit deeper into the tech that's going around that, even though I think this is actually an earlier move of all of this, even because I don't think they've gotten too much out there just quite yet. For a little bit of history lesson, Wolfram's computational tech and knowledge base were previously integrated with the major blockchain platforms such as Bitcoin blockchain and the Ethereum network as well. Other integrated platforms include Arc blockchain framework and Bloxburg, a major blockchain initiative held or led mostly by Max Planck Society. Yeah, this is pretty cool. All right, pretty amazing. Could actually allow a lot of, I shouldn't really say scalability in the sense of network capacity. But that one also has two sides, right? Because you could see network capacity as what can a network provide and do, or how fast can it run, how many people can it run on there, how many projects on there, what's like kind of the maximum memory, so to speak. In terms of network capacity for where it's going to go and for how much it can do for a set amount of people, this is actually a very good thing. This is very special. And thus, again, I want to know more about this. But it's just the first time I'm seeing and hearing about this as well. So I'll be talking about it a little bit later when I know more. Then, Bitcoin is more religion than solution, says billionaire Mark Cuban. So basically, he's he's against my religion, I guess. So, let's cancel Mark Cuban. No matter how much BTC fans want to pretend that it's a hedge against doomsday scenarios, it is not. And he has a smaller point where, there's always a risk, because if there's a doomsday that the government would do something so crazy where crypto would kind of become either worthless or kind of just a little bit sketchy. I mean, if there's a real doomsday, then maybe the Chinese government, for example, all the Bitcoin mining is laid out, they're going to go crazy. Another one is that if there would be a real doom scenario where the internet is cut off or electricity is cut off, you're still done for, right? So from that perspective, it's just how far you want to draw that line. Is it a hedge against inflation? Yeah, I really think so. Is it a hedge against, bigger, I guess, conspiracy type of things where if the government were to turn against you, you'd have some coins left, they can never really take all from you or something like that? No, it's not. You guys understand why as well, right? I mean, Bitcoin, there need to be blocks mined, right? So you can't just transact without people using electricity. It doesn't do anything. So if there were to be no electricity, nothing would happen, basically. That's the big point behind it. And by the way, it doesn't really matter in exactly what sense he sees it, because I don't care about his opinion whatsoever. He, again, like most of these bigger guys, they're after the money. If he put a lot of money into this, he would have definitely been very, very positive about it. He claimed to own roughly $130 in Bitcoin at one point or another. Who cares? All right? Who cares? And I don't. He's a billionaire, okay, doesn't mean he's a genius about everything. Otherwise, he'd have the most amount of money in the world, right? If he knew everything so perfectly well. He knows, right? I'm not trying to say he's not a good investor or that he doesn't know much. I'm just trying to say, man, if he spotted it so well, he would have bought in 2010 and just held on through and said it's the best thing ever or something like that. Or say, hey, it's a bubble, but I'm joining, or somewhere along the way, because he held apparently in August 2019. Given the BTC price stayed under $12,000 a month, so basically he could have doubled his money in 1 year or so. Yeah, I definitely don't want to take advice from a guy like that. Moving further, don't think Bitcoin supply is finite. You probably don't understand the tech. A research firm's head recently claimed Bitcoin's cap supply could be changed. One thing we won't get too far into today, because this is a very interesting discussion that could take us a very, very long while to really figure out and say exactly what is proper and what is not proper. So I'm definitely not going to be getting into that, at least far today. However, everybody seems to believe that we're going to get to that 21 million cap on the supply constraint, but there's really nothing in the protocol that suggests that the supply of Bitcoin can't go up once we hit that limit, Rosenberg said in a Bloomberg interview. Bitcoin's set 21 million serves as one of its biggest selling points as a store of value. The asset also has a consistent flow of Bitcoin entering into circulation that continue until the supply reaches 21 million. Bitcoin's pseudonymous creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, wrote these parameters into Bitcoin's code. Gold, on the other hand, depends on a number of factors. Its ultimate supply remains fairly uncertain, and especially considering technological advancements that might lead to cheaper gold mining or further discovery. One thing we know about gold is we know the supply curve of gold with certainty, Rosenberg claimed. We don't know the future supply curve of Bitcoin, he added. People think they know, but they don't really know. The Economist also called BTC a massive bubble, saying that folks do not understand the asset supply or its creator, which is kind of true. It's the classic follow the herd, extremely crowded trade, he expressed. Well, I can always go back on this saying, well, we, as a society, decide what things are worth and exactly how it all works. The only thing he can always catch me with is like, we don't know the creator, which to some degree is really kind of odd. In some other way, shape, or form, this might go into the history books, right? Where all of a sudden, one day, a certain man going by the name of Satoshi Nakamoto, which in a certain way then could be referred to as a creator of life, so to speak, or in this case, a creator of a new financial system, brought it to life, so to speak, the system, and he was never heard from again. You guys get what I'm trying to say? Like where it's like following up history, where there's just a random guy that maybe in the future nobody knows if he even ever existed, because, well, at this time we don't even know either. It's kind of like some stories of the past where you're like, but did that really take place? But nobody can really tell you, right? Maybe in a couple hundred years from now, people will be asking them the same thing, like, did these guys in 2020 and stuff, 2010, did they really, did they know Satoshi Nakamoto existed, or did Bitcoin just come up all of a sudden? But then they're going to be looking at those forums, which are then, 500 years old, through their, I don't know, newer technology computers, or I guess nanometer transmutational pull devices, or whatever it's going to be called at that point. And they're going to be looking and they're going to be like, hey, the guy was commenting on this forum, but then another guy's going to be like, whoa, that could have just been this, that. And there's always going to be a discussion about that. And to a certain degree, it is bad that we don't know the official creator. On another end, it actually allows for a lot more scalability because there's always this mystery behind it, but also there's this sense where, it's not like this one entity created it. It's not like it was Japan. It's not like it was the US, because in the ultimate scenario, we don't really know, right? We don't really know. It could have just been a freaking monkey in disguise, or a pig riding on with this little, I don't even know what those things are called in English, like his little feet, no, it's not hooves in English. What are the pig legs called? I don't even know a lot of these names for animals in English, actually. I'm kind of exposing myself, huh? My small Dutch vocabulary can't translate English properly. Error. So let's move further though. Bitcoin rally is just getting started, says Matty Greenspan. It's another one of the guys, man, who's just very, very up there with those Bitcoin claims. Thing is, guys, these all have another agenda where they have a lot of crypto or have some company to do with crypto. So of course they would want it to go up. I get that. And then crypto regulation now more institution friendly. Medico head explains. Very, very good. It's coming along. It's still unclear, but it's coming along, and that's, I think, the most important part to fetch from this. And yeah, that was it for today. If we're talking about XRP just a little bit more, all I can say is that's still my favorite asset as of this point. I still think it's being huge, and I still think there's a couple of things going on which we just cannot explain properly. But all in all, I'm very, very excited for it. I still think some other altcoins can beat the game, though. Cardano is still huge. Zilliqa is still a good hold. VeChain, of course, is still amazing. And for Bitcoin, I think the Fed's plans here is really causing the big surge and the strangeness in the price. But ultimately, my best bet for right now is still going to be XRP. So yeah, I still don't know what to title this one, but we'll see. I might make it something crazy. Press the like button if you enjoyed it.